Hello everybody, welcome to TEG Cusick Park for the replay of the Westmeath Senior Football final about to get on its way here between St. Loman that came back last weekend to draw level and Garrycastle. Loman's the champion, of course, hoping to win the title here today. Very little changes from the last day. We'll tell you about them in just a moment. I'm joined by Gerry, Buckley, and Gerry, looking forward to the game.
Immensely, Gerry. Yeah, Ding Dong struggled last week and shouldn't be a lot in today either. Game just on, so let's hope for. With a very good first half last week, disappointing second half. Let's hope for two halves as good as the first half last week.
Absolutely, the ball after being thrown in the centre of the field, but there was a collision between two players. This is Jane Dempsey, I think, that is on today. And ball thrown in again by the referee. Who's going to break away? It's Loman's with it. They're playing up gone back to the half-back, and the half-back gathering there is that Gagan getting it. Back to the number two. Number two is David Whelan with it now. Garrycastle, certainly they got a great start last weekend. Can they do likewise today? We'll just have to wait and see. The first three of the games on the far side of the field. It's a free taken quickly. It goes back to Ronan O'Toole. It was TJ Cox that was foul on the free now. It's back to Ronan O'Toole. He'll drop it inside. They'll be hoping John Heslin again to pull the game out of the fire for the back. Going in for Peter Fye. Fye with a shot and Fye with a point. Good start from Peter Fye. Remember in the semi-final he got a goal in the opening minute. That was a very good move there by the St. Loman's player, TJ Cox. Then Ronan O'Toole into Fye, and Fye with a brilliant point.
Yeah, very good score. I thought it was going to drift wide initially, and I think Lomans have a little bit of an edge with the win, but a very good point, good solid start to set for St. Lomans.
Absolutely, what a catch in the centre of the field, and the player gathering it was Sam McCartan. He played very well the last day. It's all Lomans in the opening couple of minutes. Ball heading in again, out towards them, trying to get it. He's turning and twisting. He gets it back out the field. He gets it to Ronan O'Toole. These players know they certainly they were lucky last weekend, and certainly they'll be hoping that but been a little bit better on the scoreboard gone in here towards the half-back with the half-back get it, but the referee said held on too long. He held on too long, and here comes Garrycastle. They're getting it hard to get going. Michael Monaghan, half-back, scored 2 brilliant points last Sunday's game. Moves it across towards the far side of the field. Lovely day for Gaelic football. The sun is absolutely shining brightly here. Very little wind. Whatever's in it might be with St. Loman, but it's very, very slight indeed. Garrycastle are coming looking for a score. We'll see what they can do with this one now. And out to Gardner. He had a fantastic game last weekend. Maybe had a winner of it, but just didn't work out for him. Run across is a Dornhart. It has it in the far side of the field. Moves it back again. Gardner will be moving it, looking to get in a shooting position. Michael Monaghan scored 2 great points the last day. He throws it into the centre. There's a chance maybe on for Garrycastle. Is this going to go over? If it is, it's a brilliant point. It's not. It's drifting to the wide, and maybe there was a slight chance, Gerry.
There was, yeah. Alex Gardner with the miss there, and he doesn't miss too many. With a good chance to equalise. Wasn't far wide.
Yes, the short kick out comes and Loman have it. Corner back again with it. That's David Whelan. Whelan back. Peter Fye back in his own half the field. He has scored the opening point, but is very low scoring. Lovely ball up the field. Is there a foul committed? Play on, says the referee, and it goes up now to Bolo. Bolo has a fierce burst of speed, but he passes this one inside. It's moving out again towards Dempsey. He's turning and twisting now, trying to get this one inside, get it on the left boot, get it in. But it goes back out into the centre again. There's players waiting all over the place. This is a good chance here now for the second. Oh, it's a great bit of defending by the Garrycastle, and a foul committed. That was a wonderful bit of defending, Gerry.
It was indeed, yeah, but Loman's probably had the handy score there and might regret not taking it, just to go 2 points up, but good defending is the same.
Defending, back to the keeper, and the keeper is John Brennan. Brilliant game last Sunday as well, Sean Brennan. There's little between these teams to Jack Donoghue. Jack Donoghue will edge them out the field a little bit now. The runner coming on this side of the field, and Garrycastle moving well now. Player trying to get it, and it's gathered up, but the foul has been committed. It was gathered up by Tom O'Halloran, with a foul pushed before that on the midfielder, Owen Mulvihill, that played very well last weekend. The free is quickly taken, heading in, and the man that has it is Owen Monaghan, the number 12, gets it back into the centre. Ball blocked down off of James Dolan. Free gone in, yes, a free in, good refereeing there. A boot gone in and a free. James Dolan unlucky not to get that one. James maybe last weekend a little bit quieter than he has been the whole year for the Garrycastle men, so he'll be hoping to turn something on today. Here's the quick taken free, moves it across to this side of the field. Andrew Monaghan gathering it neatly, toe tapping right and left, moving down the field now is Owen Monaghan, a big strong player Monaghan. Lovely ball into the centre, but the referee says took too many steps. Gardner had it, but it didn't matter. Too many steps taken, and the men, the champions from coming again, and the man that has it is the small little man, TJ Cox. Huge little footballer for his size. Gets a lovely one inside to Ronan O'Toole. These are little forwards. Moving it across to Dempsey. The man wearing number 24, Shane Dempsey. Curling it in and curling it out to the... Curling it... Well... the umpire says it's gone over. It was Gerry. What did you think?
Very difficult to say from here, Gerry. You know, we haven't as good a clear review on that goals, don't score goals as we have up here. So, but the umpire has given it, and that's all that counts.
That is the point that counts, and the kick out will come. So it's 2 points to no score. Low scoring game. 5 minutes and 23 seconds gone in the opening half. The short kick out, and this time it comes to Mark McCallion. McCallion sending it down into the centre. Tackles are heavy and hard, with the referee doing a fantastic job so far. Centre half back John Gaffey to his foul. He'll get the free, but Garrycastle have failed to score. But we're only gone 6 minutes into the game. The ball on the far side of the field. Lovely pass coming into Bill Kelly. He had a fantastic game last weekend. People were surprised that he was taken off with 10 minutes to go. Bill had a huge game. Fine footballer. Ball moved back into the centre, and Garrycastle looking for their opening score of the game. Ball gone inside. That's a lovely one inside. If it works out, and it is going to work out. Is it for the centre half forward? Gone in right inside. Got in towards James Dolan. Gardner has it inside. Goes back again. There's a chance. A slight chance. A shot. It's going to be a free out. No, it's a free in, says the referee. They were battled up. Lucky, maybe they get the free, Gerry.
Possibly was. There was a goal on there for a second. It seemed a harmless enough call. You know, as you say, Declan Newton started well. Seemed a harmless enough call, but Lomans aren't protesting, and this will surely be the opening point for Garrycastle. Alice Garden just will tap this over.
Absolutely. So it'll be 2-1. It's very, very tight indeed, with 6 minutes and 34 seconds gone, and the chance here now for Garrycastle to open the score, and Alex Gardner neatly pops it over the crossbar. An easy one to score with Jimmy Dolan. The passes was good inside. Goal almost maybe might have came off, but Tom O'Halloran was in there, but didn't work out, so the kick out will come. 6.5 minutes gone. 2 points to 1. No, we're just looking round the field here now. I'm just for the kick out. The kick out comes. That's a great ball. It's going to be won neatly by John Hesson. I was just wondering where John was for a while, but there he is, and the ball gone inside now towards Regan. Regan, the midfielder, throws it back out into the centre again. Come moving well again is Ronan O'Toole. He's under pressure. Has he been fouled? He hasn't been fouled. Shotgun in. Got a one by Dempsey, but it's half blocked down. That's great defending. The ball is overturned again, and here come Garrycastle. Mark McCallion moving it out into the centre, gathered by the centre forward Andrew Monaghan up there helping out. He throws it back. It's gone back to the number 4 mark, Gary McCallion. And he's on a solo run far side of the field now, moving with great pace. The sun beaming down on this beautiful November day. Here the ball gone across into Bill Kelly, and Bill collects it neatly. He's looking round. He's centre forward, Monaghan forward, Andrew. Lovely ball back, goes back into the centre again for John Gaffey, the centre half back. They're slowly but surely building from the back line, not making a lot of ground. The defence is pretty good from the champions, St. Loman. Very, very good team. But here comes the Garrycastle man. He's fouled on the far side of the field. He's gone down. Is the referee going over to see what happened there? He's gone to the ground all right, and I didn't see a lot in it. There might have been just a pull. But Gerry, when you look at the scoreboard, we look at the time first. There's 8 minutes and 24 seconds gone. On the scoreboard, it's 2 points to 1. No team running away yet with it.
No, I suppose Lomans have been marginally the better team in terms of attacks. Garrycastle have defended well a couple of times there. But it's very, very little in it. You know, we all felt last week, a lot of people backed the draw. Maybe the other people have backed the draw again this week. I think it has to be finished today, though, Gerry, and I hope we get out of here early, that we don't go to penalty shootouts and everything, but there's generally very little between these two teams, and I don't think today will be any different.
Gerry, you were at a close under-19 hurling game early on this morning.
I was indeed, yeah, and I was sweating I wouldn't get here, but a guy called Senan O'Driscoll got a goal with the second last puck of the game, which released me to get here in time. Clonkill won that, a cracking game, Gerry, between two great rivals, Clonkill and Raharney. Clonkill won it by 2 points in the end. Cracking game. Augurs well for the future of Westmeath hurling.
Absolutely, and certainly for football as well. This last Sunday's game, pretty good. Today's game, so far so good, with 9 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock gone. The injury to the Garrycastle man, he's up, he's okay, and certainly A very, very good, clean game last weekend as well. Ball gone inside and a poor free maybe. They made a few mistakes last weekend at frees as well, but he comes running O'Toole. He doesn't mind. He gets it to TJ Cox. These two lads are flying. Cox a little flyer, as I said. Away he goes. He's a serious player to run with the ball, getting it up into the centre. But this has happened for Garrycastle a number of times, and certainly there's a lot of Garrycastle St. Loman's chances gone a begging, Gerry.
Yeah, that was kind of a bit of a nothing ball, to be honest with you. And, on play so far, I think Loman will be a bit disappointed to be only leading by a point.
Absolutely. So as Gerry said, this game has to be finished today. If it finishes level, there's extra time. What a catch in the centre of the field by Owen Monaghan. Away comes the big man. He's bursting down the field. He's been pushed to the ground. He get a free. And the St. Loman's player not a bit happy. It's their half-back. And their half-back shaking his head. Thought he hadn't fouled him. But the man going to take the free is Tom O'Halloran, wearing number 10. The slight breeze is with the champions in the opening half. There's not a kick of a ball between them. There's just 2 points to 1. Couldn't be much closer. It's tough, it's hard, it's tight. Where is he going to go with this one, O'Halloran? He has to take it quickly. Long time preparing to take it. Often doesn't work out. Gaffney gets it from the pass. Gets a neat ball back into the centre. And Garrycastle come with this one now. Lovely ball inside, or is he going to get it inside? He was pulled for a moment. Goes back to the midfielder. Justin Barrett with the ball. He's a big man, moving it in, and James Dolan. James is turning. He's twisting the Garrycastle man and the Westmeath player with it. Sends it out again to the field to Barrett, the midfielder, trying to get inside. Doesn't get it. He's overturned. Brilliant defending by the St. Lomans, and Bolo's waiting for this pass. Will come his way. He's not going to come his way now. It is going to come his way. He'll take a driving run up the field. He's a massive man to run with the ball, but he throws it back towards Cox. Far side of the field, a little man's across. He's waiting for it again to come across to him. To O'Toole getting it inside. This is heading in for the midfielder. The midfielder is Sean McCartan. McCartan's with it. He's out towards the in-line. He's going to make an angle with the lift boat. Half locked down. Watch there, but the goalkeeper will go out and get it. He will. Dempsey's inside, but he gets it out to McCallion. McCallion gets it away out to centre forward Andrew Monaghan. Monaghan coming away with a neat ball on this side of the field. They're moving pretty well again. Under pressure now is the Garrycastle man, Bill Kelly, but Bill shakes off the tackle pretty well, gets it to Gaffey, and Gaffey distributes a lovely ball on the far side of the field. This is good open football, up and down the field stuff. There has been a few frees, and Mark McCallion, a huge run now into the centre. Moves it back to Mark McCallion again, a great ball inside. Gone inside, there's a chance, it's a goal from Alex Gardner. What a score, Gerry, and what a move. But Gardner watched it so well, he knew it was going to bypass, I think, Oisin Hogan.
It was a great goal, a great ball in from Gary McCallan, I think it was. Kept his eye on it all the way, Alex Gardner, and there was only going to be one outcome there. And, that's Garrycastle somewhat against the run of play are 2 points in front here, Gerry.
Absolutely. That's the 12-minute goal, the sun beaming down. Ball out in the centre of the park, and up goes the men again. Ball blocked down, but the referee says foul committed out there on the number 25, and the number 25, of course, for St. Loman's. We're just Sean Flanagan. And Peter Foy is going to take the free. We had no goals last weekend. It was 13 points apiece. That was the final goal here in TEG Cusick Park. That's not a good taken free at all. Ball gathered up neatly by the centre forward Andrew Monaghan for Garrycastle. Garrycastle now are on the move again. Monaghan gets the return pass back into the centre. He'll pass it across on the far side of the field now. It's heading out to the number 9, Justin Barrett with the ball, getting it inside. Gardner is out. He's a goal getter and a point getter so far. The ball's punched away from him. Is it gone out over the line? It's not. He gathers it neatly again, but he's under severe pressure. He shakes the pressure off. Beautiful. He's looking for help, and the help he has out there is the midfielder Mulvihill. Gets it back into the corner. It's gathered up by Tom O'Halloran. O'Halloran trying to get it inside. I thought it was a foul committed. Play on. Dolan has it, James. Lovely ball from James Dolan into the centre. To the centre back, John Gaffey. This is fast, free-flowing stuff. Centre forward, Andrew Monaghan. Monaghan will try and get in the scoring position. Then a lovely pass inside. And here comes the shot gone in. He's gone over from the centre half-back. It is from John Gaffey, the man that has popped it over, Gerry. Is it? It is, yes, it is.
Yeah, great score from John Gaffey. Was involved in it a couple of times, and everyone talks about Doran Hart being a veteran. John Gaffey is on the team nearly as long and had a very fine match last week. Chipped in with a point, and we're only 40 minutes gone here, and he's chipped in with a point as well. Terrific point under pressure.
Absolutely, and I see John Hesden's out around the centre of the park. Nothing has gone John's way yet. He's going for this one. Will he get it? He won't. It's punched down. Who's going to get the break? It's Polo. Polo getting it inside. Lovely one to run, and O'Toole. O'Toole with it. This is a neat pass. The opening is here for St. Lomas to get something out of this. Ball has gone in. Is it gone over the crossbar? It is gone over, Gerry. We just see who finished it over the crossbar, but I think Jack Regan might have been the man that popped it over. Might have been Jack. I think it might have been Jack with number 5 popped it over, but it looked goal maybe on for a while, but it went over the crossbar, and we'll verify that in just a moment. Kick out arrived already. But the referee says pushing in the back on Garrycastle player, and it'll be a free out around the centre of the field. It's certainly good stuff. 15 minutes gone. We're near the opening first water break here in TEG Cusick Park. The referee looking at his watch, doing a fine job so far on this game, and Garrycastle are leading. That 12-minute goal could be crucial. There was no goal in last weekend's game here between these two great rivals. Ball on this side of the field. Lovely ball across. The man that has it is Tom O'Halloran. O'Halloran, and the cute angle is he's trying to get inside Tom O'Halloran. He's trying to get the pass back. Gets it back. Oh, that's a poor ball. Gardner gone to the ground. Maybe got indulged. It's gone out and wide, and there's 2 wides actually from Alex Gardner and the 2 wides for Garrycastle. And certainly Gerry must be near the water break.
I think we have it now. We have actually, Gerry, yeah. His weaker foot there, Alex Gardner. As you say, he's the 2 wides for Garrycastle, but he certainly wasn't wide with that goal attempt. A fabulous goal. And yeah, just to confirm, it was Kevin Regan who got that earlier point to leave it 1, 2 to 3 points. We're just at the water break here. Very little between them, really only the goal.
Gerry, a replay, often doesn't play out like a drawn game, but this game certainly is playing out. It's close, it's hard. Often in a replay, you see one team taking over and winning maybe a game by 5 or 6 points, but so far, this is a very tight contest.
Yeah, I would never have expected one or other of these teams, either in the draw or the replay, to pull away with it, because there's so little between them, So, yeah, I take your point. That sometimes happens, but I think most people expect this to be close again, and so far, that's the way it looks, Gerry.
That's the way it looks here in TEG Cusick Park. The 2 teams now, the water break. There'll be no delay in it here between. There's only a minute allowed at the water break. It often teams play well in the first quarter. Second quarter, it often changes round. But between these 2 teams, there's so little between them out in the field of play, so little on the scoreboard. If you just joined us, it's Garrycastle 1-2 to St. Loman's 2 points. Loman's got off to the good start with 2 points, but back came Garrycastle, and Garrycastle, the 12-minute goal from Alex Gardner is really what's between them, and he scored a point as well, and 2 chances went wide from the boot to him. But Peter Fye and certainly Kevin Regan start. Here come Garrycastle, here comes Loman now, racing into the attack. Maybe goal written all over here is Ronan O'Toole racing. What a block down. Terrific bit of football, we have to say, by Garrycastle. Wonderful defending. He threw his body at that. Ronan O'Toole was en route for goal. It was John Gaffey, the number 6, as Gerry says, the veteran of the side, getting down to that. And here comes the ball now from the centre half back, and the centre half back getting it down to Monaghan, and Monaghan, there's going to be a St. Loman's player is going to be booked here. Is it the number? We'll wait to see. The play is going on, but the referee is the notebook out. There was another free there, but play on, says the referee. And here comes Garrycastle, and here comes Gardner. He's looking round. Has he Dolan? He's waiting. He's turning. That's a lovely bit of football by Monaghan. Goes back to Gardner again. He's trying to get on the right foot. He gets it out to Justin Barrett. Barrett back to Gardner. Lovely ball inside. There's nobody inside. That was a very poor wide, Gerry.
Yeah, wires were crossed there. Alex Gardner actually go for his own point, but I don't know how he was planning there, and that is his 3rd wide and Garrycastle's 3rd wide. I thought he might have gone for the score because it was well within his range.
Absolutely. And here comes Peter Fye. He grabs the short kick out. He's playing pretty well. He got the opening score, but he's wearing 15. He's down, and number 6 now has it at the Cavlin Riley. Riley gets it across into the centre for Ronan O'Toole. The man was brilliantly blocked by John Gaffey, getting it out on the far side of the field. So certainly, player with it now is the TJ Cox. He's tipping right and left. He's looking for the left boot. That's a huge one from Cox. If it goes over, it's brilliant. Point by T. No, it's gone wide. Is that the first wide, Gerry? It's the wide number 2 for St. Loman's, wide number 3 for Garrycastle. They're far and few between. The sun, as I said, shining brightly. There's a huge crowd. Is there a change? St. Loman's are making a change already, Gerry.
Yes, Oisin Hogan is coming in for David Whelan early in the game. Now, again, last week Lomans were forced to make subs in the first half, which is quite unusual, and they've done so again there. Again, the full forward line for Garrycastle causing the Lomans defence a lot of problems.
Absolutely. And I'm just looking where Darrow O'Keefe, the number 22, we did not seen a lot of him yet. Darrow O'Keefe, ball coming out here now. It's Garrycastle that win it. And they're under pressure. Lovely ball, but it goes again to Owen Monaghan. Monaghan with the ball inside. 2 against 1. Who's going to get it? Oh, Dolan gets it. How he got it was James Dolan. There was 2 against 1. Gone to the ground, Gerry. He's unbelievable.
Great bit of stuff still. There's no doubt about that. James Dolan, he's shown over the years he can play in defence and attack. And interesting to see what he's going to do with this here. Did he call for the mark, Gerry? Did he think so? Yeah, because he's taken it himself. He's going for the score, and we'll just stare with us. And he's screwed it narrowly wide, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's it. 3 bad chances for them, Gerry.
Yeah, that's a miss, all right. Yeah, I tried to take it with the outside of the foot. Positionless in a lot of way. Myself, that looks grand when it goes over the bar, but I think if he just steadied himself and kicked the whole side, that would have gone over the black spot.
And here come Loman, the short kick out again to win this one well and win it back in their own. Paddy Dowdle, the number 4, the veteran on the side, with it. The hurler come footballer as well. That is hurling with Cloncail. Ball gone inside. There's a good chance on here now. Just a lovely bit of work here. Follow has it. He's turning, he's pressing. Oh, it's a goal! A brilliant score for San Peter. Fies the man that has got it. No, we're talking about the goal. The referee. A throw ball. We thought it was in the net. A throw ball to tell us in a free out. Peter Vice, the man that got it. But here come Garrycastle with it. And certainly that happened so quick. It was, I think, the foul committed earlier on by...
Apparently a throw ball, one of those marginal ones.
Absolutely back with play. And ball blocked out. Shot. No! What should have been a goal? James Dolan, but how it was blocked down, and this game is full of different things happening. Goals going in and one in disallowed for throw ball, and Jimmy Dolan in looked certain he was going to palm it to the back of the net. Somehow the keeper got it. It was a dicey one, and now here comes Folo. He's the man that will score a goal if he gets through. Away he goes. He's been pushed. Shot, and it goes to the left and wide. He got a nudge at the right time, Gerry.
He did indeed, yeah. Wide under pressure, I'm writing down here. A nice nudge, all right. Looking back on that chance there, we only got a chance to look at it once. It was obviously, I think he was pulled for a throw by Fola. It's very hard to see from here, but sometimes they're pulled, sometimes they're not. But it was actually a great finish by Peter Foy, but it's not going to count, Gerry.
It's not going to count, and Gerry down here, it was almost one for Garrycastle.
Yeah, well, James Dolan, I thought there when Jason Daly pawed the ball out from an effort from Michael Monaghan, I thought James would take it in from point blank range. You can't take your eyes off this, Gerry.
Yeah, not just full of drama, full of excitement. Oh, there's a hefty pull on the far side of the field. There'll be a card on the far side. The referee moving over. I have to say, good refereeing today, Gerry.
Yeah, Declan Nugent is refereeing well. Damien Maher had a fine match last week. As you know, the tradition now is to switch referees for the replay, and so far Declan Nugent is doing well. And it looks like Shane Dempsey is getting the yellow card here.
It looks like it, yeah. He cut him round the neck, pulled him down, lucky maybe to get away with it. It is not a black. But when you look back, and when this game is looked back on to see a goal that was disallowed, Jimmy Dolan almost in for a goal at the other end, and then Jimmy was kicking it close in free to the right and wide, the same as Alex Gardner as well. Few misses, but the football is, I have to say, top quality up and down the field stuff. It's tough, it's hard, it's exciting, the crowd, and you see the crowd. Last Sunday was a huge crowd in TEG Cusick Park. Today is no different. Great crowd here in TEG Cusick Park. The stand here full, the terrace, the people are enjoying it. And why wouldn't on a very, very sunny November day here now, coming near the end of the football season? Of course, this is the county final today. There's a player injured, Gerry, far side.
There is, yeah. The referee's holding up play here. Very difficult to see. In fact, we can't see from here with the medical people treating. We can't see who it is, to be honest with you, Gerry.
Yes, and certainly I'm looking there. Bill Kelly, number 17, is just down at this side of the field, looking across at the far side of the field. Who that player is injured, he's been shielded. He's coming across on this side of the field now. So the referee, Declan, I see Shane Dempsey there. He got a yellow card a moment ago. I was looking around for the number Sean Flanagan as well. Darrow O'Keefe, number 22. Don't see a lot of him in the game today, but it's early stages yet. But Garrycastle possibly the better team so far now after a shaky enough start after 2 or 3 minutes. They're back in the game and back in it well, but they're only leading by 2 points. Gardner with the ball out to John Gaffey, having a fine game. The deprived the run and O'Toole of a goal in the 14th minute of the game. Ball gone back to Bill Kelly. Bill Kelly gets it back into the centre. Doran Hart is there running as good as he did 20 years ago when they won that first county final. Still Hart, he's gone to the ground and knock on Doran Hart. The referee is going over there. He did get a box, but we'll just have to wait and see what happened. Doran, the contact with the referee, maybe didn't see it, but Doran just went to the ground, Gerry.
Yeah, it did. I don't think there'll be any great action taken. Just to say, too, that some of the lads who had the benefit of looking at a replay of that disallowed goal are happy that Declan Nugent got the call right, that it was a throw ball.
Yeah, very, very good to hear that, and particularly for a referee, because there's often a lot of talk about it after, but he's doing a fine job, I have to say. Fine job last Sunday from Damien Marr as well. Today a fine job again by Declan. These are two great teams, two footballing teams. Bolo has it, and the ball on the far side of the field for St. Loman. The scoreline at the moment is 1-2 to 3. It's very, very tight a game between them. More scores could win it. Ball gone inside. Who's going to get it? Five's running, but the keeper is there. He's all in his own for just a moment. Gets it back out to Bill Kelly, and Bill Kelly solar out the field. Right and left from Bill Kelly. A lovely ball down the field again. Comes here and then. Gone to Monaghan. Driving it in on the far side of the field, moving out the field. Not a good pass at all. This will be a free out. Yes, has to be a free out. No play on, says the referee. And here comes St. Loman. Ball up the field. They're moving now at great pace again. John Hesden not at all in the game yet. I'm just looking around where John is. Is he not here? Dempsey gone back to Foy again. Gone back to Dempsey. Will Dempsey try the right footed kick? He will, and that's a good one from Foy. It's gone to the left and wide from Dempsey. Gone to the left and wide. I was just talking about John Hesden, Gerry.
Yeah, we were speculating last week that they're carrying an injury.
It could be, well, we said it was wide, but the referee saw this. He was straighter in front of it than I was, so we're just going to wait and see. Yes, it's a point. It's a point. Good refereeing again, Gerry.
Yeah, that's 2 points for Shane Dempsey, and both of them have been kind of, high kicks up in the air, which is very difficult for an umpire to judge. So Declan Nugent went in and overruled the umpire, and that point now stands.
Absolutely. A free, yes, well, Bill Kelly was there on the back of the Loman player. We'll just have to wait and see. Here comes the midfielder Sam McCartan. McCartan getting it back out to Ronan O'Toole. The little live bearer at centre forward, along with TJ Cox wearing number 12. That's John Heslin. That was at that time it was. But John's away out the field. He's ball gone in. This is a great. If this goes over, that's some point, Gerry. Huge point gone over the crossbar. It looks like Ronan O'Toole that has put it over. That's the point of the day.
How I knew it was the Ronan O'Toole celebration. He tends to punch the air, and a great score. So the sides are level here. Again, all to play for, Gerry. 26 minutes gone the first half.
26 gone, all level. We'll just wait for this. A push in the back again, says the referee, but you could see it from here. The push was on Owen Monaghan. So nothing between them. The sides are level. They're deadlocked. They were deadlocked at full time last weekend. They're deadlocked at 26 minutes into the opening half. At this intriguing Westmeath Senior Football final. Ball gone inside. Can Dolan get it? We'll just have to wait and see. Free out has to be, yes. Hand on the back. Foul committed. Was Paddy Dowdle was in there. Foul committed. The ball on the far side of the field. McCarthy moving it well again. Gone back out into the centre. They're looking for this one. Gone back to Cavlin Riley. Riley throwing the ball up into the centre. It's gone to John Heslin. He's out around the field. He's a long way out, John Heslin. He's moving well. Great work by John Heslin. He's waiting for a player to come up, and the player gone inside now. There's a chance here for St. Loman's maybe to go ahead again in the game. We'll just have to wait and see. Ball goes back again. Turns O'Toole. Goes back out to TJ Cox. Cox with the kick, and Cox with the wide from TJ Cox. It's wide number 4 for St. Loman's. Wide number 4 for Garrycastle. That was a good move. John Hesden was involved in that one all right. And the kick out comes quickly. And down the far side of the field. And Garrycastle will build from that kick out again. These teams really going at it. Gaffey has it. John Gaffey, a lot of these players that have given huge service. Goes back out to the midfielder, Justin Barrett. Barrett getting it down the field. Throws the pass across into the centre. Going back now and waiting for it again is Barrett now. He's in the centre of the field. Has he given it away? He has given the ball. Just fell away from him, but he might get it. It was good work, and ball gone inside. Chance on here now. And in for Jimmy Dolan. Jimmy won't get it. James Dolan won't get it. It'll be cleared out. Great defending again, and it comes out again to the number 25, Sean Flanagan. He has made an impact in this game. Start of the game. Out towards Cox. Cox is moving. This little man's a flyer, moving it into the centre. Ball gone to the centre. And back to John Heslin. Heslin trying to get it. Ball knocked away from John Heslin. Has he got a free? He has. He was maybe lucky to get it, but the hand was on the back. Loman's probably edge ahead by a point, Gerry.
Yeah, I think it was a definite free, to be honest with you, Gerry. Yeah, we're saying this there before we changed tack that John hasn't been as prominent as other games. He's clearly carrying an injury. But John Heslin is John Heslin, and he's capable of turning the game in an instant at the same time.
Yeah, and it's a yellow card for Gary McCallion involved in that incident with John Heslin. So it's 2 yellow cards, one each side now at the moment. And we look at the clock. What's gone? 28:54, and the clock gone. It's 1-2. That's 5 points to 5 points. Garrycastle haven't scored, Gerry, in a while.
They have not, no, and I mean, John Heslin, you'd expect him to point this, and there's not a lot of time left in the first half. Not an easy free by any means, but John Heslin is such a free taker that you'd expect him to score this.
Absolutely. This would put him one ahead with the clock ticking to 29, gone over the 29th minute. There will be about 3 minutes of added, at least 3 minutes of added on time, I'd say, will be played here. There was an injury early on to Garrycastle player John Heslin. That hasn't been that much in the game, but involved that time, made a great run, passed it to TJ Cox, back to Heslin again, and there's 3 minutes of added on time to be played here. And the free is being brought in now, Gerry, to the 14-metre line, so something must have been said.
Yeah, most ridiculous thing of all times. I never, ever, ever saw a referee change the decision because lads give out about it. So it's the most foolish 10 yards you can ever give away.
Absolutely. And John Heslin to take it. We can write it down. It's the white flag is going up on John's opening score of this first half here in TG Cusick Park. And so the kick out will come. The kick out will come to the far side of the field. Is there an equal? Oh, what a punch back. Here come Garrycastle now. Foul committed again. Far side of the field. A lot of fouling behind. Push it, just niggly fouls, pulling jerseys and pushing. John Gaffey will get the ball from the free. Moved across on this side of the field. The man that has it is Michael Monaghan. He scored 2 points in the drawing game. Can he get something today? We'll just have to wait and see. The man that has it is Owen Monaghan. He's trying to get inside. Still Owen Monaghan. Lovely ball across into the centre. The man that gathers it up there. This is a chance on here now. We'll have to wait and see. Ball gone in. But it should have been a Garrycastle ball. Maybe a score. It wasn't. And guys, here comes St. Loman's. They come away with that one. So they'll be disappointed over that ball going up into the centre of the field, up towards the full forward line now. Looked like a great move by the men from Garrycastle, but Loman, that's the player, and it's gone wide. And certainly, Gerry, how Garrycastle squandered that, was a huge chance down here.
Yeah, I would have made a case for a Loman free there. When the ball was kicked wide, I thought he got a late nudge, to be honest with you.
But it was Michael Monaghan was a player that couldn't hold on to the football that time, and the ball comes down this side of the field. The kick out is vital here now, and it's a free. Push in the back again by Justin Barrett. You could see it from here. The referee, quite correct. It's great to see a referee sees all them little things, the little nudges that often gets by a referee. And here comes the play on as the referee. I don't think the free was taken, but he comes back anyhow to Sam McCartan. McCartan with it on 30-40, sends it across the far side of the field, and moving in now is St. Loman's now. They're moving in to maybe 2 points ahead before the break. They were trailing last week by 4 at the break. Looking to get 2. This is a good one. This is a huge one. If this goes over, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge. The umpire, does he know it's a point? I think he does, Gerry. He took him a while to look. Was it the number 12? It wasn't. It was John Heslin that actually put it over. It was a huge one.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I thought given the way, that he'd been slightly off form in these games, that he was mad going for it. But I said to you earlier, John Heslin is John Heslin.
Absolutely. And Garrycastle in a little bit of trouble back in their own full back line. This time they're saved the day. We look at the clock on, there's 32, there's a minute to go. As Garrycastle said, haven't scored in a long, long time. They're trailing by 2. They led by 4 last weekend. But it often doesn't go that way. Ball coming across Bill Kelly. Can he make it? He can, Bill Kelly. And here come Garrycastle. They're building from the back. They have a long way to move down the field now to get a score before half time. Gardner's goal in the 12th minute has really kept them in it, but they had a lot of play since. Got no scores. hard tackling, hard pulling, and a free, and the free is to Garrycastle. They're moving down. The 33 minutes are gone and the clock's gone now. Moving down into the centre. Referee watches all. He let play. I'd say go on, goes back out to Alex Gardner. Gardner loses it, connects it again, gathers it up. He's under pressure. Still Alex Gardner now. 35 on the clock gone. Moving it in and going to gather it up now is Owen Monaghan. Monaghan waited for Garrycastle. What'll he do with this one? Times again him. Ball moved inside. Garrycastle, but it'll be half time. They made nothing out of that. They're trailing by 2, and that's the way it's going to finish up at half time. It is half time here. It's 1-2 for Garrycastle, or for St. Loman. 7 points for St. Loman's, 1-2. 2 in it. Lomans will be happy.
They will. Garrycastle will be unhappy. They didn't score in the second quarter at all. We've been more conscious of quarters in games with these water breaks. And Garrycastle didn't score in the second quarter at all, which will be a major source of disappointment to them. Having said that, there's only 2 points in it, all to play for still. John Hestling came good there the last few minutes of the game. A Frida was moved in, and then an outrageous point with his left foot that probably he's the only man in Westmeath capable of scoring that. But not a huge deficit by any means. But it'll be very interesting to see what's in Garrycastle. Some of their play there towards the end was a bit scrappy. Alex Gardner not involved, and they need him involved, but all to play for Gerry.
Absolutely. At half time, it's St. Loman 7, Garrycastle 1-2.
Easily into Stephen O'Connor, or Stephen Corcoran, Fox rather, and Corcoran have a chance to go along with this. Down on top, Keane Burke. Kevin Conley look for the break, but he won't get it because Keane Burke with a fantastic catch. And for a young man playing his first final, that's a brilliant catch to hopefully get Coolary their first score from the goal. And Keane is a great goal for a great prospect for Coolary, and hopefully the market is clear. 10 minutes gone, this should be our first score, and this is what we absolutely need. I wouldn't panic just yet. Rhinos are doing all the hurling, but they're not capitalising on their superiority. That's probably the crucial thing. While Rhinos got off to a fast start inside 2.5 minutes at 3 points, the last 7 scores that are team, but Coolary looking for the first chance now with Peter together. The Card hits that free straight over the bar. But crucially, Coolary's defence started to be well on top, and they haven't allowed Rhinos to extend. Yeah, correct, and it's all about damage limitation. The first 2 minutes and keeping cool head when Rhinos are on top and just clawing away back in. Coolary get their first score into the 11th minute. A Brian Carroll free, and certainly that might just settle them down into this match because there's only 2 points between the sides despite the both of the hurling. Wide for St. Ryan, and it's a 2-point game. 3 points for St. Ryan, a point for Coolary. Coolary just dispossessed there again, and Ryan is the half back line really on top, led there by Matthew Maloney at right half back, who's been their star performer so far as the ball goes down into Luke O'Connor's corner. His battle, as we said, being mastered there by Stephen Conley. Stephen Conley with a brilliant bit of defending. Can he get it now? Right on the end line. He's trying to make himself big over that ball. Luke O'Connor a constant press. And here comes Sean Dolan, wins that ball. Probably has no right to win it. Gets the ball out as far as Stephen Corcoran gets his shot away out to the left hand side of Mike. But Paddy, a ball at Ryan for no business win. Yeah, Sean Dolan again. I don't know how he won that ball, but he Dolan really the spiritual leader at centre forward for this St. Ryan team. Of course, the former captain led them to the first county final after 26 years, and now here they are going for 3 in a row. Brian Carroll going for his 6th title. Wins that ball now for Coolary. Sends the good ball across to Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan has options outside. One of them is Owen Ryan. Owen Ryan gets that ball on the run from halfway. He has the distance, and he has the accuracy, and that's a fantastic score. Yeah, Shane Ryan, the grandson of the legendary Sonny Ryan, one of Coolary's greatest ever players. So it was his first county final, 14-year championship, going into the game now. Well, that was well done by Shane Ryan, because the temptation for youngster would be maybe just to shoot, but he done the unselfish thing, and a fantastic score by Owen Ryan. Scored a game so far, and Coolary back within one. Trevor Corson gets the ball at full back, hand passes out to his centre half back, David King. King comes to the ball, try to get it down towards Connie, but it's well read by Dorman Short. Short to Cameron, and Rhinus, as we've seen him so often before, comfortable to play that ball out of the back line as far as Ben Keneally. Keneally shoots from distance, maybe a rush of blood to the head, and that's Rhinus' 3rd white. Yeah, Rhinus are not taking a chance there now. They're slowly coming back into this game. Stephen Conley in particular is often up their full back there. Stephen Corcoran comes with a long tug out down on top of Brian Carroll. Carroll with a fantastic catch. He takes a challenge there, doesn't get the free, tries to recycle the ball out. Ball on the ground, neither side can get it cleanly here. Owen Ryan just falls in on top of it as well. Done a fantastic catch here. Probably thought the benefit would go to Brian Carroll there, but certainly Coolary finding their feet. Yeah, and Joe, to be honest, I thought he probably deserved the free down. Super catch. And that's the beauty about Coolary here. We said about Ryan is doing all the hurling. If you look at the scoreboard there, so we're 14 minutes gone, 4th quarter break, only a 5 minutes. 5 minutes. settling both sets of players down. Conor Hearn just receiving a bit of attention there. The ball is going to be thrown in around 40 metres out from goal.
Just before that ball is thrown in, about 7 minutes left in Newbridge in the Leinster Club Senior Football Championship, and Tullamore have gone in front against Naas. Tullamore 3-7, Naas 1 goal and 10. We're waiting for the team to come back out for the second half in Mullingar. In the Westmeath Senior Football Championship final replay, it is St. Loman who lead against Garrycastle by 2 points. 7 points to 1 goal and 2. Back to the lads in Tullamore.
And again, just looked like it was on the way, but that's the third ball that Coolary have maybe put into Conor Clancy's hand, and he'll be grateful for those all day. Brother Olsen used to call him presents one time, and certainly Coolary have wasted opportunity there.
They have, yeah, and they need to be taking those goals. They're well back into the game now, but we just need to take those goals.
Well, Coolary, they're finding their feet in this game, an intriguing county final. We've just over a quarter of an hour played. We'll probably see another attack, and then we'll probably hear the sound of the whistles for the first quarter break. But Coolary will be looking to try and level up here. Conor Malay just stepping away on an attack, sends a good line ball down into the corner. A lot of pace on that. Keane Burke's going to have to keep this alive. Dan Miller in there to try and help. Got a touch. It looked like it was in the back, and certainly maybe corner forwards, often clever people on the field, maybe knew that free was coming.
Yeah, he played. Well, it wasn't that he was late for it, but he put himself in a position that if the man came in too hard, that he was going to get fouled. Difficult one now for Brian, right on the sideline, right on the 20-metre line. It's a tough one for Brian, but if anybody can do it.
Proverbial difficult side for left side of free taker with Brian Carroll, left and right for Coolary and Offaly for manning the year, and he's a chance now to level this game up into the 17th minute of the game. Kieran Dooley blows the whistle, and all eyes now on Carroll right out the stand side, right on the sideline where the 21 meets the sideline, and Carroll pulls that across the face of goal and out to the left hand side and wide. So John Nahy with that's Coolary's third wide, but equally so that with 3 balls that look destined for scores right into Conor Clancy's hand. Who would be the happier manager? St. Ryan's the physical start, but Coolary has really grown back into it.
Yeah, Joe, I would say the first 8 minutes he was definitely kind of over the back looking at it. Ryan is getting, as the both lads have said there, both commentary, Ryan is getting the opportunity, getting the heads up, they're putting the ball into the corner. The one man that I have to pick out as an opposite flyer there, there's an unbelievable ball going into that football right to Ryan. Stephen Conley, Joe, absolutely there. He's just flying across left and right, coming out with a lot of ball. The Coolary manager will be delighted, and the Coolary players will be delighted, because there's a lot of experience down there with it. Look at that scoreboard, goes right to the game. And Ryan is very probably going to the game now. Let's stay with the man, let's see what's like for Westmeath like.
Then Ryan is leading at the moment 3 points to 2 against Coolary in the Offaly Senior Hurling final. That is after water break. Back over to the guys in a moment.
Lawler from Loman Natural Soap Company, Tullamore here. Supporting local business in our Midlands towns and communities is so important, and we thank you for continuing to do so. Find out more about Loman Natural Soap Company, our natural products, and what we can do for you at buylocaloffaly.ie.
So you've bought a new mattress. That's great, but what do you do with the old one? Well, the smart answer is to recycle it for free at one of Westmeath County Council's recycling centres. You can bring up to 3 clean and dry mattresses per household to Mullingar Recycling Centre on Saturday, 27th of November, or Loman Recycling Centre on Saturday, 4th of December, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. And we'll recycle them for you for free. It's good for you, great for the environment. Domestic customers only.
The Inside Line with Will O'Callaghan on Midland 103.
Second half just getting underway in Westmeath. Guys and team in Mullingar. It is St. Loman's leading against Garrycastle by 7 points to 1-2. Tullamore lead 5 minutes to go against Naas by 3 goals and 7 points to 1 goal and 10. Then Ryan has scored the first 3 points in the Offaly hurling final. Coolary scored the next 2. They're back out after the water break. But Ryan is leading by 3 points to 2. Back to Paddy, Liam, and first of all Joe Troy.
So he's an excellent defender, attacking the ball as Ryan is going the attack once again up towards Aaron Kenny. Breaks over the head of Aaron Kenny. Garry Kenny tries to kick it through on it, but again that Coolary rear guard holding firm. Coolary looks to win the free here. They don't get it and they don't need it as they try it out towards Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan powers down the line now, sends the ball very tall. Kevin Conley was going to run, and again much like Liam said, Coolary's delivery just let them down so far. Stephen Wynn has a chance.
You're not back underway yet, Gerry, no?
Yeah, we're back about, 5 minutes.
All right.
We're away, right, okay. Back here, a chance here, TJ got in, TJ Cockshot got in, yes! A terrible mistake made, Gerry. Terrible mistake.
Yeah, bad error from the Loman defence, and no better man than TJ Cox to punish them. That ball should have been cleared, so 4 points, a big lead by any standards in the way these games have gone the last 2 days. So just 6 minutes gone the second half, and it's Loman's 1-7, Garrycastle 1-3.
Absolutely. It's gone for it's gone for St. Loman. TJ Cox, the error in the Garrycastle defence, dropping the ball. Cox nipped in and took it up, and he blasted it to the back of the net, and it was a splendid goal. Gerry, this could be a change in point.
Yeah, it could indeed. I believe there, because I didn't catch the move exactly that Fola did very, very well to help dispossess Garrycastle player, but clinical finish from TJ Cox.
Absolutely. Clinical. Here comes Garrycastle. They're on the 21-metre line. Alex Gardner going for it, but he's been robbed of possession. Gardner not as good as last week. Ball gone inside. We'll have to wait and see. Shot. Might be a chance. Yes, it should have been a goal. It's gone over the crossbar. It should have been under the crossbar, Gerry. It was easier to put it under than over it.
It was a great save. I'm just look at
Jimmy Dolan, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, just look and see who it was. Was it Tom O'Halloran?
Tom O'Halloran, the number 10, but I thought he was just to put it in.
Yeah, but a great save by Jason Daly to deflect it over the crossbar, in fairness. A good shot. I'd credit it more as a good save than a bad miss, Gerry.
Okay, it's a 3-point game, but certainly there's nothing with there's drama and excitement the whole way here, I have to say, in this football match. And the kick out arriving, Peter Fye, but it has to be kicked out again, says the referee. And James Dolan is coming off the Garrycastle team. Not James Dolan's day whatsoever. James is coming off. We'll see who's coming on in just a moment. And James Sheeran, the man that's coming off. And James will be disappointed. It hasn't been. He has a huge, huge year for Garrycastle. Today hasn't been his day. So the kick-out's arriving. Fola going up for that one. He's been fouled, hand on the back again. There'll be a free. There's 3 between them. 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes to play gone into the second half. The last we heard that Tullamore were winning the club championship game up against the champions, the Kildare champions Naas. That was a terrible free from St. Loman. We'll talk about it in just a moment. Ball gun kicked in. This is a lovely ball hopping here. Who's going to get it? Oh, it should have been got by Garrycastle. That's a little bit slow going to the ball, but they will get a chance in. But Gerry, the Loman's free was a very poor free.
Was indeed, yeah. A few hours creeping into the game now, as I said every week. You know, like the prize is very, very big here, and lads you wouldn't expect to make mistakes are making mistakes, and very unusual to see James Dolan taken off. Has had a great year for Garrycastle, but just shows you his cousin has been ruthless on the line there, and you know.
That's absolutely shotgun in chance. Garrycastle missed a great chance again. Tom O'Halloran just missed it. Came down the field. There's chances been missed on both sides, but Garrycastle may be missing the most of them and giving away that goal to TJ Cox. He doesn't miss when he gets inside, and here come Loman, the champion. But moving down 1-7 to 1-4, that's the score. There was 2 in it at half time, but in that goal, Garrycastle getting back a point, coming back out to the midfielder Kevin Regan. For Lomans now, it sends it back to TJ Cox, the goal getter. He's a fine little player, this TJ Cox. Getting it back out to Ronan O'Toole. They're having a wonderful game, the both of them, for St. Loman. Peter Fye, another fine player. Fye getting it back out to TJ Cox again. Will he go for the goal? Garrycastle man on the ground. Referee, he has to get up. And it's, we'll wait and see. This is gone in, and this is into the hands of the keeper. And the keeper that has it now, it was Jason Nugent, 23, that went to the ground. But Garrycastle are being smothered up now by St. Loman, but they'll get a free. And the free will be back in their own half the field, and the player will foul was Dornhart. Fantastic footballer. A lot of people love to see this man get this medal. He has given so much service, not alone to Garrycastle, but to Westmeath as well. Takes the long, long ball inside. There's 2 against 1. Kelly going out for it. He's not going to get it, or not Kelly Sheeran. Goes out, throws it back. That's a neat ball back to Justin Barrett. Barrett trying to get inside. Pressure is on. Inside, Barrett has it again. He's been pulled and dragged. What will the referee do here? No free. It'll be a free out in a moment, because if he doesn't release it, we'll just have to wait and see. Loman's come away with it. Will Garrycastle pick it up? We'll just have to Garrycastle will get it. Will they get a point out of it? No, gone to the left and gone out and wide. A bad Garrycastle wide. Lots of drama, lots of excitement, but certainly James Sheeran, the big man, gone in there now for James Dolan, and kick out. There's only 3 between them. There's only 2 between them. One 1-4-1-7. The sun just shining brightly over on the scoreboard. So the kick out will come. So Lomans will be in no hurry whatsoever. But this game is certainly up for grabs yet. You couldn't say there's going to be a winner. Kick out that goal in the second half. That's a lovely ball inside. Chance for the man that has it is Gardner. Lovely ball inside. Who will win this one? The man that has it now is wide. Wide again. What terrible miss, Gerry.
Yeah, terrible miss. You said there's been a lot of drama, a lot of excitement. There's been a lot of scrappy play as well, Gerry, now in this second half.
Yes, a terrible miss for Garrycastle. They had their chances there. Should have took the point, win for goal, but it's too, you have lots of chances to take. We keep taking your points, the goals might come. Yes, it's drama and excitement in TEG Cusick Park. Garrycastle missing a lot of good chances. James Dolan gone off the side. He's replaced by James Sheeran. Chance for John Gaffey. He's having the game of his life. The veteran for Garrycastle. He's gone 30-40 metres. Gary, wow, John Gaffey. I said he was having the game of his life. But for kicking the ball, Gerry, we can't credit him with that. He kicked it about 20 yards wide.
We can't, but in fairness, it's not the centre half back's job to score. Some of the forwards should be shown there. I feel John Gaffey's had a fine game, and I wouldn't fault the centre half back really because he's scored a point already. But the forwards aren't shown well there, and the last 5-10 minutes now has been poor stuff from Garrycastle.
Absolutely, they got lots of chances. The forward Follow goes up higher than everyone, but was he pushing? He was pushing, says the referee. It'll be a free for Garrycastle. It's all Garrycastle, but getting no scores. Certainly, they're getting a lot of possession, getting no scores, just not able to plan and get the score when it comes. That maybe one will come yet, going out again now towards Gardner, moving outside. It's moved inside out to Jason Nugent. Newton's at a very acute angle. He's trying to get inside. He's been pushed out instead of in. Ball on the far side of the field. Sheeran, a terrible ball across. Or is it? It mightn't be a terrible ball, but they may go for the point. Shot got in. It's blocked. A chance on again for the centre forward, Andrew Monaghan. And Gerry, you wonder so early in the game, going for goals and points there for the taking.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Having said that, you have to credit Jason Daly with another fine stop. Daly's had a fine game, a couple of crucial saves, including deflecting the ball over the bar. It's a 45, I think, to Garrycastle. First 45 of the contest. But, yeah, maybe it's a bit early to be going for goals, but fair play to Jason Daly.
Absolutely. So ball blocked down. Who will get this one? Referee says it'll be a free in. The free in is to Garrycastle. And the chance maybe here to pull a point back, or are they going to start maybe going in trying for the goal? But there are only 13 minutes and a half gone in the second half, and Alex Gardner to take it. This game up for grabs. It's drama, excitement, goal disallowed, goals that should have been scored, and certainly the saves from Jason Daly in the second half certainly keeping Lomans in it, and Gardner putting this one in, and it's gone out to the left and gone wide. Another miss by Alex Gardner.
Yeah, in the words of Miley Byrne, I said after that, Gerry, I said, holy God. I mean, I that chalked down as a point, but not like Alex Gardner there.
Absolutely. And of course the TJ Cox goal in the 6th minute. That's possibly going to be the match winner of this county final if Lomans are to win it. But certainly there'll be more drama before this game finishes. There was last week, there might be again. John Hezen has got nothing much today in the game, and the referee, has he blown the whistle? I see it's John that's down. Is it in the centre of the field? Was it John that was out there? I'm just looking round. And the referee, what he saw, I don't know, but couple of players, I think it was the clash. It was a clash with a couple of players, but I think it's going to be a St. Loman's free. That looks to be the way it's going to be. The referee out there, and Fowler moving back down. But Garrycastle, when they look back on the game and the chances they had in this game, it's not John. When the chances they had for score taking points in front of goals, wins for goals, close in, but Jason Daly, as solid as a rock between the posts, we have to say today, for St. Loman's, only let in 1-7-1-4. Here comes Garrycastle. They're leading by 3 and maybe by 4 in just a minute. Run back out in Dempsey. He's anviling, turning right and left, going to the midfielder. The midfielder trying to get through. Being half slowed down. Not slowed down, not fouled or anything like that. Ball thrown back out again. move back into the centre. Here come Loman's in front of goal. Ball well blocked down. Garrycastle defend well, but the lead scores Garrycastle, but they're getting it so hard to get them. And again, it's that man John Gaffey, rock solid in defence. Gets the ball blocked down, gets the pass, takes the free across to Mark McCallion. The two McCallions in the full back line and doing very, very well. This is Mark. Shakes off a tackle at Peter Fife, dragging and holding on, and certainly that's not in the rule book of Gaelic football, and the referee knows it well. He's going to Peter Fife, and he's going to give him not alone a ticking, but he'll get a card for this. It'll be a yellow, and if he maybe lucky gets away, yes, it'll be a yellow card for Fife. Follow is there, he's tapping the ball back a little bit. The ball will be taken, and it's Dorn Hart. Dorn with the ball now. He's going to take the free. There's 16 minutes and 25 seconds gone. We're not too far away. Conor Cosgrove, he's going in. 2 minutes, the water break gone off is Michael Monaghan. 2 points he scored the last day. And the free now in the centre of the field by Owen Mulvihill. Owen Mulvihill to take this one. Takes it short, takes it back again to Mark McCallion. The water break is yet to come. McCallion with the ball now. Is there a score in them? This water break, time's ticking away on them now, and we're moving up to this side of the field, and here they come. The man that has it is Mark McCallion. He's a corner back, but he shakes off Peter Fife. Good work by him. Lovely ball inside to Owen Monaghan. Monaghan driving through the defence. Still Owen Monaghan. Lovely ball in now, straight into the hands of the keeper. Those are killer sucker punches for Garrycastle to be doing things like that. And here come St. Loman, the champions, and certainly they look like champions betimes the way they play. They're moving it down, so fast, so skillful, moving it down. The man that has it is Ronan O'Toole. Looks like a score coming up. Back to Dempsey, back to O'Toole, 40 metres out. Lovely one across into the centre for the number 25, and the number 25 is Sean Flanagan. Shot gone in. Oh, gone out and wide. That was so close to going in for a green flag, Gerry.
Yeah, Fall is a good man to get a goal in that situation. Just to clarify a couple of seconds ago that the fourth official held up the wrong number. He held up 7, who had already gone off Michael Monaghan, so it was 17, Bill Kelly, who went off. But Fall narrowly wide with a goal chance there. Still not a lot left in this game, between the sides. Are we having a water break?
Yes.
We are.
We're having a water break, 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes gone into the second half. There's 3 between them, but take the TJ Cox goal now, but Gerry, there was nothing.
Yeah, but absolutely, and I suppose, if that proves to be the crucial score, Garrycastle will be happy because they should have cleared their lines, but Cox on form today as he was the first day and took his goal clinically, but Garrycastle had an ood of the possession there in that third quarter, and a lot of experts, have said since these water breaks come in, the third quarter is the vital quarter in a game. I know all quarters are important, but in that third quarter, Garrycastle had so much possession and nothing really to show for, and that could be a killer for them, Gerry.
Absolutely. Chances galore came, missed them all in front of goals. Goals looked like goal chances on, but the points were there for the taking. To say you take the points and the goals will come themselves. Garrycastle didn't do that. They find themselves 3 behind with 17, almost 18 minutes to gone, and just the water break is on. Water break over. Garrycastle have to kick out and they will win this one, and Owen Monaghan has it now. 30 metres out from goal. Still Owen Monaghan. Will he try the point himself? Owen Monaghan has gone in. This might look good from Owen Monaghan. Yes, the white flag is up. It's a good point. It's Owen's second point of the afternoon. So there's 2 between them, 1-5, 1-7. Well, the Kerry semi-final was highly exciting last night. Drama the whole way. Stacks coming to draw level, extra time played, level again, then a huge penalty shootout, and former Kerry star Kieran Donaghy scoring that winning penalty. But here comes another star, Heslin. He's moving at great pace, John Heslin. moving it down, kicking it with the left. It's huge if it goes over, it doesn't. It goes out to the left and goes out and wide. So it was a heartbreak for St. Pat's in Kerry in that semi-final. Stacks advanced to the final in a few weeks' time. So 1-5-1-7. 1-5-1-7. Garrycastle have it. Jack Donoghue getting it out into the centre. Moving it up this side of the field. The man that has it is Dornhart, that great warrior with Westmeath and with Garrycastle. There's a great ball heading inside. Nobody inside. It comes back out. St. Loman's will cover it, and the man that has it is midfielder Sam McCartan. McCartan drives it out. The score line is 1-7-1-5. There's 2 between them. The clock ticking on 19 and a half minutes in this Westmeath Senior Football final. And St. Loman driving down the field. They're out around the 45, their own 45, but they're moving down as Peter Fye collects it neatly. The man that's brilliant in all games for them. Out to moving out now, and that goal getter TJ Cox, that goal in the 66th minute, and that second half certainly crucial score. Ball gone back in. The ball must almost got in over John Heslin now. 30 metres out. Heslin getting inside 2 or 3 players, and Heslin with the kick, and it's heading over the crossbar. John Heslin. A little bit of magic from John Heslin, Gerry.
Yeah, there's always that possibility with John. You know, we've said this last week and this week, clearly carrying an injury, but always capable of that little burst of speed and crucial score.
Absolutely. Is there a late goal in Garrycastle? Is there more drama in TEG Cusick Park? We'll just wait and see. But going up and knocked to the ground as he gathered that one was the man out wearing the number 10 spot was Tom O'Halloran. Getting it up, and the player that has it is Gary McCallion. He's a corner back. He's 35 metres out, getting it inside, ball half blocked down. And out to get it is Alex Gardner. He's been pushed up free. I thought there was a free there. The Lomans come away with it, and certainly Garrycastle mightn't be happy, but certainly good refereeing all day. Maybe that was a debatable one when you look back on it. Here comes St. Loman. Ball knocked away, but the referee says it's a free out for St. Loman. Now, can count themselves a little lucky, maybe, Gerry?
Yeah, some of those frees are marginal calls, and you have to say the referee's a lot closer than we are, but there was a case for a free, all right.
Absolutely, and here comes St. Loman. They're playing it wide open, gone down to Dempsey. Dempsey moving with great speed. He got caught there with a tackle, but he gets it inside, doesn't matter. Here comes a chance gone in, and there may be a goal on here now. Referee watches on, it's punched in, and that's the difference in the side, Gerry. When you get near goal and the goal doesn't happen, Sam McCartan, Garrycastle had all those chances, and they just went for goal, got nothing, and he punched it over the crossbar.
Yeah, sensible option, easy option, and, you know, we said already, if Garrycastle lose today, you know, that period of dominance when they went for goals may come back to haunt them, while again emphasising how well Jason Daly did on a number of occasions.
Absolutely. So it's the kick out. The kick out's going to come for Garrycastle. Are in real trouble now. 22 minutes into that second half, and they're trailing by 4 now. Certainly 4. Ball gone down again, and the man that gets it is Ronan O'Toole. O'Toole with it now, driving forward, getting it to TJ Cox. I've mentioned these two players so often today. They're having a fantastic performance for the Garrycastle men. Cox is playing ducks and drakes with the Garrycastle full black line at the minute. Still Cox gets a lovely pass out to field, now to Ronan O'Toole. O'Toole gets it down to Shane Dempsey. Dempsey's over on the far side. Will he try the big left-footed kick, or is he going to race through? Dempsey's gone inside. He's a fine player, Dempsey. He tried a right-footed kick close to goals, and this is going to sail in and over the crossbar from Shane Dempsey. That's a huge score from him, Gerry. Is it his third, I think, of the afternoon? And a wonderful score.
It is indeed, and we were speculating during the week whether Shane Dempsey had done enough the last day to get a starting spot, and he had a few wides the last day. You know, he's been away for a year, but he's 3 points from play today, and that's a good haul by any man's standard, so has justified his selection.
Absolutely. Garrycastle are not giving up. The kick out comes to Dornhart. A hefty tackle there, and there'll be a card here. Is it for Ronan O'Toole? It is. He didn't. It's accidental. He'll get a card. It'll be a yellow card. There is a few cards. Ronan will get that one, and Garrycastle need a goal. They need it now to get back into the game. There's 5 between them. 5 points is a big lead in football. Time 23. There's only 7 of normal time left, so you could talk about 7 and a couple of added on minutes. It's a lot in a game of football or hurling. So it's the kick. And the kick by Dornhart, huge. Oh, it's into Sheeran. The big man gets it. A terrible passer, is it? No, it might work out for him now. Working inside is the men from Garrycastle. Oh, blistering shot gone over the crossbar. It could have went anywhere. The man that scored it was Cathal Mannion that's in the game now. Gerry, a huge shot from him.
Yeah, he was a long way out, but I think he had a goal in his mind there, and just whizzed over the crossbar. And now it probably would have been the right height for Jason Daly, and you'd expect him to save it, but could have gone in the net at the same time. 4 points. Loman's in a good position, but 6 minutes of normal time, 8 or 9 left altogether.
Absolutely. Here come Garrycastle again. They're moving now. Players everywhere. Moving up. They're green, the red and green jerseys. Cornerback has it, Mark McCallion. He's under pressure, Mark McCallion. He gets it back. And the player that's going to take it, there's going to be another foul committed here. Referee says, hold on, free's not to be taken. He's talking to TJ Cox. He's going into the book with a yellow card as well. So a lot of yellow cards. So Loman's players now living on the edge now in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game. It'll be a free for Garrycastle. Is Gardner coming out to take it? He missed one earlier on. This is a long, long way out. If he was to get this, it would be a huge point. It would put 3 points between them. He's not. He's taking it short. He's taking it to full-back Jack Donahue. Jack now. Ball gone down to Dornhart. Ball slipped away from Dornhart, but Gardner has it. He's dancing away from Follow. He's getting it in. That's a huge kick. Sheeran will be in around the square. We'll see what happens here. Ball blocked down. Is there a chance for a goal? There's not. Blocked down again. Point was on again. There was something on there in front of goal. So the kick has gone in. Have they got something out of it? They have got a point out of it. And certainly see who has put that one over the crossbar. It came from out the field. There was so many players involved there, and we'll see who just got that one. Was it Conor Cosgrove, the man that? But he was blocked down. Owen Monaghan was the man that scored it. Cosgrove shot blocked down. The goal, the point was on closer in, Gerry, but lucky to get it, got it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it could have been Paddy Dowdall, the veteran, who got the great block there, so staunch defending from St. Loman. So just a goal in it, Gerry. Exciting finale in ahead here.
Yes, what a game of football. Peter Fye going to the sideline. He's been taken off by Declan Kelly. He had a fine game, Peter Fye. And here comes the kick out. Who's going to win this? That's a one fantastic catch, I have to say, by Justin Barrett. Lovely ball. Terrible ball inside. The passing absolutely terrible by Garrycastle. Straight into a Loman. And John Heslin's back to help defend. But here come Loman. On the ground now is Ronan O'Toole. Has he lost it? Ball gone to the far side of the field. It's picked up neatly by Stan McCartan. McCartan got a great point. Come back to Jason. Come back to Follow. Follow slips it on the far side. Neat pass into the centre. Coming across and getting it now is St. Loman. They're running now at east. Follow's going in. The big man with the ball still with it. Has he lost it? He has. Referee says, I don't know what happened there, but it's going to be a free, and the free is to, there's a Garrycastle player being spoken to get the card. And I just see what way the free is going. Sure, if you'd say the Garrycastle man has the ball in his hand, the referee saw something going on. Oh, it must be a late tackle on the far side of the field. There's a player gone down injured on the far side. Gerry, I was watching play.
Yeah, it was Jack Dunn who got the card there. A confusing incident, all right. Now, just to clarify, there's 3 minutes left plus whatever he had. So about 6 or 7 left. Only one score game, Gerry, despite 3-point lead. Could be overturned in a flash here, and free out for Garrycastle on their own 45-metre line.
Free out, so they'll be living, hoping to get something. James Dolan, of course, gone off. James Sheeran is on. Conor Cosgrove is on as well. And, of course, Cathal Mannion, they got a point. Dornhart is with the free, comes up this side of the field with the ball now. Pressure's on him. Hart with it. Can he be the man that could instigate something of a score out of something here? They're driving it into the centre, but it's into no man's land because it's all St. Loman's there. Is there a free out? No, it's the referee. Play on. We'll have to wait and see. Ball touched on the ground. And is it a free in? It's a free in, so this could be a 2-point game, Gerry. Well, we talked about a draw last weekend. Lomans came from behind to pull 3 points back and get level terms. Can Garrycastle do likewise and put it extra time? 1-10-1-7. The man that has it is Alex Gardner with this crucial free. As certainly all of Garrycastle here today, they're holding their breath. They're not saying anything. They're watching the kick from Alex Gardner, and the slight breeze is behind them. Gardner's kick is high. The Dunstores end, and the white flag goes up. It's a 2-point game in the Westmeath Senior Football Final replay here. TEG Cusick Park. 2.5 minutes of normal time left, plus added on time. I didn't see what came up on the clock, but Declan Kelly's on the sideline. It has been a bumpy run in the championship with Declan for St. Loman, but he has weathered all the storms. Is he to weather this one today? He's on the line as cool as you have. Great manager, managed Offaly under-20s to, of course, win the All-Ireland under-20 championship, the All-Ireland, and certainly he's the referee. He's going to throw this one in. All the big men are in. We'll have to wait and see who gets that when it's blocked down. Can Garrycastle get it? They can get it. The player that has it is Andrew Monaghan, trying to get it out, but the referee will have to wait and see if he's going to throw it up again. So that's huge time wasting.
Well, it hit the referee, I think, in fairness. Just an accidental thing. He has to throw it in.
Absolutely. But Loman will win it. There's 2 in it and Folo has it. Lovely pass down to the centre half forward. No push with the referee. Gone down his Dornhart. With the ball, he's been tackled, he's been fouled. What a warrior, Gerry.
What a warrior is right. Going for his 9th medal. Now, it's going to be a tough ask to get that 9th medal, but they're still in it, Gerry.
They're still in it, and here comes Owen Monaghan. Monaghan with it, a lovely one inside, and the mark is made by Alex Gardner. So this could put one between them in this highly exciting Westmeath Senior Football Final replay. Remember, there was 4 in it not too long ago. Loman led by 4. Now it's down to 110 to 1-8. The drama, the excitement. Is it a 1-point game in TEG Cusick Park in the welter of excitement in the Westmeath Football Final? The white flag goes up. The scoreboard reads 110 St. Loman. 1 goal to 9. And Gerry Buckley tells me there's 3 minutes of added on time to be played. We're only 28 seconds in to that added on time. 110, 1-9. There's 1 between them. The kick out will arrive, and who's going to win it? Garrycastle will win it, and Jersey being pulled, and the man that has it is John Gaffey, another great warrior. It's a pity there has to be a loser in a game of football like this. This is amateur football, and certainly these lads have given us such excitement during the year and in these final and in the final replay. Coming along is Justin Barrett. Barrett throws it back to Gardner. Gardner fires it in. The keeper has it. Might have been more. He could have went further with that, but here come Loman. They'll engineer something. They'll play this one clever. Can Garrycastle do anything to overturn them? We'll just have to wait and see. Ball is gone inside. Lomans have it. They're under pressure. There's a welter of excitement. The ball is coming down this side of the field. This is danger the whole way. Then into TJ Cox. Cox is away for a score. Still TJ Cox. He's not fouled. He's still going through TJ Cox. Still TJ Cox on the 21-metre line. Still Cox. Has he thrown it down to Folo? And Folo has blasted it wide from the edge of the square. What a score. What a performance. 31 on the clock. TJ Cox Randall into the field. The ball has to be kicked out again. Cox Randall into the field. He sent it across. Folo was on the square. Gerry, how he missed it.
Oh, that's miss of the year, Gerry. Miss of the year. Now, there's still a minute left. They might get away with it, but that's an awful miss from Folo.
An awful miss is right. The kick out will arrive. Possession is crucial here, and the referee and Garrycastle have it. Ball gone across to Alex Gardner. He's on the 50-metre line. Gone back inside. The man that's wearing number 21 is Conor Cosgrove. He throws it back out the field to John Gaffey. Gaffey with the ball. They have to play this one cute. They need a score. They need a point. The man that's getting it is that's a terrible ball. Inside, it's gone in! Is it out for a 65, a 45? That could have went anywhere, Gerry.
They could have, and all the pressure now is on, I don't know, I think Sean Brennan coming up to take this, because there's only about literally 15 seconds left in the game. Looks as if the goalkeeper, Sean Brennan, is coming up to take this. It looks as if he has to point to Gerry to bring this game to extra time.
Well, certainly this is drama. There was drama in Killarney last night in the Kerry Senior Football semi-final. It went extra time and it went to a penalty shootout. Is the Westmeath final to finish a draw in the replay and go to extra time, and then we could see a penalty shootout. But the whole of Garrycastle will hold their breath on Sean Brennan. Magnificent keeper. This is a 45 with pressure of no end. There's 33 on the clock gone as he kicks it in, floats it in high. It's gone to the right. It's gone over the crossbar. The umpire, Gerry, what kept him getting the flag?
Yeah, well, no, I had a good look at it, Gerry. Just moved slightly away here to have a look at it, and that was a point all the way. So we're certainly going to have extra time here, Gerry.
Yes, because for the time 33:47 and the clock has gone. This is drama of the highest degree. The referee Declan Nugent, the final whistle has sounded. A game of football we'd love to see every day. Finished in a welter of excitement. Garrycastle went 4 ahead of the great part of the game. The Cox scored in the 6th minute. But fairness to Garrycastle, they never gave up. And when they look back on the game, if they had to lose it, it's a game, even though it's level, they could have won.
Yeah, well, we said all along there wasn't going to be much between these two teams. And somebody said to me this morning, I wonder would another draw over the hour be worth a bet. Didn't put it on, Gerry. So, yeah, nothing between these two teams. A ripping game of football. Wonderful composure from Sean Brennan. Because really, if that ball had gone wide, game was over. So you have to credit him. Coming up, a dead ball situation, slight wind with him, but great point. And looking forward to the extra time. Great drama, Gerry.
Gerry, for an amateur player and to miss a kick like that, never be forgotten.
You wouldn't wish it on him. I mean, we have to say neutral when you're in the commentary box here, but you wouldn't wish it on any player. Fierce pressure on him, and he deserves enormous credit for kicking it over the bar. At the opposite end, his opposite number, Jason Daly, had a great match. So at some stage we're going to have to pick a man of the match from this game, with still a minimum of 20 minutes to go. So a lot of candidates. TJ Cox had a great match. Wonderful run there at the end. And really, I don't want to labour it, but you have to be here to realise how bad Full Irinda's miss was. It was the most open of open goals, and he managed to blast it wide. If he'd even fisted it over the bar, as it transpired, but it was a horrendous miss, Gerry.
That's all for another day, but we'll be back here in 5 minutes again with the extra time and the drama in TEG Cusick Park. The sun's still shining on this bright November Sunday evening. Nobody leaving yet. Oh, yeah. Knock it off, right? I'm in the phone line. Yeah, pop line. Yeah, port line. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Championship final replay. Sean Brennan, the Garrycastle goalkeeper, stepping up 64 minutes gone to pop over a 45, which sends the Westmeath final replay to extra time against St. Loman. And they're just taking a break on the pitch before coming back out for the extra 20 minutes there. Second half is underway in the Buckley Senior Hurling Final. There's just been 1 point since the half-time break. It is St. Ryan's leading against Gerry by 2 points now. 7 points to 5 for St. Ryan's against Gerry. Let's go back over to Paddy Mulher, Liam Hogan, and first of all, Joe Troy.
Light up county final there, that's his second point for play, and Coolderry are level, and they're on the attack once again. Trevor Corcoran, another player going for his 6th medal today, and fullback gets that forward, but Coolderry to move breaks down. The two number 11 battling for, that's Carroll and Dolan. Dolan just tries to get it out towards Dermot Short. A lot of players going in for this on the ground. As John will just say, it is certainly, you can just feel the momentum here. It hasn't been a game for the two of us. 20 minutes to go, 5 levels, this could be anyone.
That could be anyone's Joe, and just in fairness to Coolderry, the people come out and the police dominated. It's just not letting Ryan sit their hands on the ball, not letting them play their normal game, playing the ball through the lines, and they love this type of game now.
Certainly Coolderry just trying to win that work on the ground. It is Shane Wright who's trying to get the ball. Just feels good, it's going to be hard for either side to get that clean, but eventually Coolderry caught with Owen Farrell and charges out, takes the hit and releases the ball to Trevor Corcoran. He's a long way out from the ball, sends it in towards Keane Burke. Keane Burke now just trying to hold up there as Kevin Conley tries to rise. The Coolderry just break away from him. Pat Cameron and Matthew Maloney try to get that ball, and Maloney comes out, and certainly what he said time and time again, defensive midfield, Matthew Maloney excelling back there today.
Matthew Maloney earned his speed there. He got about 3 belts. But in fairness to Kieran Dooley, he's consistent enough. He has to get too many soft feet, and he's letting the play go.
It's going to be 3 for St. Ryan's, and there's going to be another sub to come for St. Ryan's. That looks to be the order of the two first. Paul Cook comes in again, trying to add a bit of pace into the off from Ronan Hughes. And certainly Ken has to be slow to make changes here today, because that's 2 big players coming off the ring. Ronan will try to
You back underway at Gerry, you still with?
Yeah, just back on the way.
I'll be back over to you in a second. So.
5 minutes as they send it forward towards Hoover. Ball breaks off Hoover.
You can work away in the background anyway, because I have you streaming.
So first period of extra time. Lovely ball inside. Chance gone in. Dempsey has it in front of goal. He takes the shot, and it was all so easy. An easy score, Gerry.
Yeah, and Dempsey's 4 points. We said earlier we weren't sure whether to get started today. 4 points, good haul, simple point, but the shooting boots back on again.
Absolutely. Here comes Garrycastle now. They'll be looking for the equaliser to tie the game up. James ball Monaghan gone back inside. Chance on here. That's an acute angle, but it's a dangerous ball for Sheeran. Sheeran goes up for. Can he get it? It's brought down, and a foul committed. A clear foul committed, and this will put the sides level again. Gerry, I didn't see was there any changes, Jimmy Dolan back or anyone like that?
Not that we can see, Gerry, but when high numbers start these days, it's very hard to kind of track them down. But I didn't see the fourth official showing any signs of subs.
Absolutely. So the breeze is with Garrycastle. Whether it makes making that much difference or not, I don't know. So the score 111-110, and the chance here now for Alex Gardner to level it up here, and we're what's gone into added on time, 1 minute and 48 seconds, and Gardner now, Alex to take the kick. Game not over yet. We're in extra time in TEG Cusick Park, and we're level again, 111. 111 apiece now. Alex Gardner scoring that one. Hard tackling as Garrycastle or St. Loman come away with it. We'll just have to wait and see who gathers up this one. It will be Garrycastle. Ball gone up to Alex Gardner. Gardner with a lovely one across into the centre of Manbury. Number 19 is a Cahill Mannion. Mannion with the shot. Sheeran gets it down. Great work by James Sheeran, the big man, getting it across in front of goal. There might be a chance for Sheeran. He'll try to kick out the poor one from him and into the keeper, Jason Daly. Daly with it. 111 apiece. What a game of football. But certainly Garrycastle had a good chance of maybe getting a score there, but here comes St. Loman. There's nothing between them. Here comes Ronan O'Toole getting it down. We're looking down where John Hesden is. Ball will go inside. Going to be taken down. Dempsey has it again. The man that got a point not too long ago to start of added on time. Still Shane Dempsey. Is he going to go for the big one again? Ball knocked away from him. Yes, back with play. Who has John Hesden in front of goal? Shot from Hesden. Might have been under. It's gone over, but how John kept that one in.
Did very well to keep it in, and he was always going to point in that situation. In fact, for a split second, the goal looked possible, but probably the sensible option to take the point.
Absolutely. So it's a 1 point game, 1-12, 1-11. That's 3 scores in the first 3 minutes of extra time. The kick out is on its way for Garrycastle. Possession is vital. That's a fantastic catch, but it falls down. But here come St. Lomans again. They drive it in. This is serious in for John Hesden again. As the ball falls away from John, he gathers it again. He's turning, trying to get the left boot. The left boot from John. A brilliant class from John Hesden. That's 2 points from him in the space of a minute. So there's two between them now. Hesden with 4 altogether. That's 2 from him. So certainly they're kicking the ball, they're landing it into him, and certainly Jack Donoghue having a busy time. But here come Garrycastle. It's not over by any means in TEG Cusick Park. It's finished level. Garrycastle came from 4 down with about 7 minutes to go, and here they come now. They're in the first period of added on time, and it's Jason Nugent with that one. He's been fouled, and it'll be a free in. It's 113, 111, and the free, there's subs warming up just down under us. But there'll be tired legs, I'll have to say now. Follows out there. He'll be wondering if Loman loses this game, how he missed that goal. He was on the edge of the fringe of the square when he could have just punched it over the crossbar. But Garrycastle missed so many good chances as well in that opening half. It's Alex Gardner. James Dolan is warming up, and he's a man that didn't spark in normal time, but he could spark when he comes on if he's brought on, and I'd say he will be brought on. That's curling into the last, a terrible wide from Alex Gardner. Gone away to the left and wide. It was never on target to goal, so that's a bad wide. So a lot of wides mounting up for the Garrycastle men now, and the kick out will come. We're 5 minutes, 32 seconds gone in to the first period of added on time, and the kick out at this side of the field's gone in. It'll drop down, and Garrycastle will win it. The ball's gone up again. Gardner has it. He's 30 metres out. He will learn through. He sends it in towards a free in. The referee says foul committed again, dead straight in front of goals. It was Owen Monaghan that was fouled there, pulled and went down. And I see Peter Fye. He's been standing on the sideline, and I definitely say he'll be back into the fray as well for St. Loman. What an exciting Westmeath Senior Football Championship. Alex Gardner with this free now, dead straight in front of the goal. White flag is about to go up, so it's a 1 point game again, 113, 112, and Peter Figan injured.
Yes, he probably thought his day's work was done, but he's coming on, I think, instead of Kevin Regan, and he may have an input still in what's left of this game.
Absolutely. So, 1 between them. 113, 112. Kick out arriving. Who's going to get this? Oh, it should have been Cahill Mannion. But Lomans will win it. The referee says there's a foul committed, and the referee going to take a Garrycastle player. That's what he's going to do. He's noting the name, and certainly we just have to see what happened there. There was an off-the-ball incident. Referee, but ball gone back into the centre of the field. Kick down. John Hesden will win it again. Brilliant bit of work from Hesden. The left boot. There's no mistake from John Hesden. That one's gone in and gone over the cross. That's 3 from Hesden in the first period of extra time.
Yeah, I mean, John Hesden, we're sick of saying it, but he's clearly carrying an injury, but we said if you get the ball to him, he'll find that yard of space and pop it over the bar all day. And he's done it 3 times in extra time.
Absolutely. 3 times in extra time, and here come Garrycastle. Is there a goal in this game? In this extra time, we'll wait and see. 114, 112, 2 between them. That's not going to go in. James Sheeran is under pressure. watches on. Lomans will win it and win it well, and they'll come back to have lots of players brought back there. They're keeping lots of players back there. Jack Donoghue come back in again. Here come Loman. There's two between them. That's a good lead going in to at half time. If they go in at half time, Ronan O'Toole with the ball. Still Ronan O'Toole. He's racing down the field. We're 8 minutes in to the first period of extra time. No freeze is the referee. Heslin going in there trying to get it. Ball blocked away. That's good work, certainly by Jack Donoghue. And first time that John Heslin was beaten there. So we're in the last minute of the opening 10 minutes. Ball coming back out the field here. Garrycastle now. The man that gets it is Mark McCallion. Throws to the sideline. He's under pressure, Mark McCallion. Throws the ball back again towards Jason Nugent with the ball. He's looking for player. There is a player on the far side of the field, and that's Dornhart on this side of the field. Gets it Alex Gardner. Gardner's a long way out from goal. They're playing it upfield, but Lomans will march and certainly track back now to cover this one up. We're in the last minute of the opening 10 minutes of the and I thought there was a free there. No free to the referee, and certainly there's a free this time, and it'll be a free far side of the field. Who's going to take this one? Remember, John Brennan was the man that equalised from the 45 to bring the game to extra time. So 114, 112. So the ball, that's a bad free, gone in and out to the left and wide. So 114, 112, there's two between them. And we're heading towards half time. 9 minutes and a half gone here in of the opening 10 minutes of the first period. So very, very close to the half break in this. There's 2 points between them. John Heslin with that 3 points in that opening period of added on time, and those could be crucial. Heslin, one of the great Westmeath, back to Peter Fye that's in the game. Gerry said he'd have some say in this game yet, and he will have say he's gone 20-30 metres. Still Peter Fye moving it down the field. John Heslin has it, turning. Is it a special from Heslin? No, it's wide. It's gone to the right and wide. I'd say it's half time, but a good run by Peter Fye.
Well, yeah, and you'd nearly expect John Heslin to point that. He's been very accurate now in this first period of extra time, but not much in that. Can't be much left in this, Gerry.
Wouldn't be much left now. I see certainly Adam Kennedy being prepared by Garrycastle. Ball falls down, but it falls to St. Loman. The player that has it, the centre forward, Ronan O'Toole. O'Toole down to Dempsey. Dempsey's a fine game as well today. The Shane Dempsey turning on the right. Dempsey gets a good one from Dempsey. It's curling in and curling over. A huge one, Gerry.
Yeah, I think that's Shane Dempsey's 5th point. That's totally justified the selection.
Yeah, 5 points.
A terrific point.
Yes, it'll be half time now. It is half time. That's a crucial. There's 3 points between them. 111, 115. So half time break in extra time taking place. The second period of extra time just started here in St. Loman's, now 30 metres out from goal with a two to Cox, back to Folo. Folo has it. Dancing round with it, they'll play around with this one now. They know the time is on their side, they're coming again. They're moving down, they're being pushed back by Garrycastle, but Garrycastle now can't get their hands on the football to do anything with it, to make any impact on the game. It goes to TJ Cox. Cox into Dempsey. Dempsey have a fine game. Heslin's in around the square as well. Something like that's a huge one if it goes over. No, it goes to the left and wide. Oh yeah, back in the way, yeah. Still 3. Back by 3. Here come Garrycastle. Loman's had a chance of putting 4 in it, but now here comes Tom O'Halloran. O'Halloran dropping it inside towards Gardner. Gardner has it. He's trying to get inside. Still trying to get inside, but he's been moved and pushed out, Gardner. And has he won it again? He has won it close to the sideline. He'll get it across. Is it going to? It's not a good one at all. A terrible ball. There was 2 players on the far side waiting for it, but the pass was terrible from Alex Gardner. The ball coming up the field. The man that has it is TJ Cox. Away he goes. The little man is on his speedboat, moving up, and a huge one in for Eslan. Is there a goal on? There's not. A brilliant bit of work by the goalkeeper this time, Sean Brennan. It looked like Heslan was going to palm it into the net. He didn't. He's on the ground inside. Play continues. And the referee letting play continue. John Heslan now. This side of the field, there's lots of drama still in PEG Cusick Park. Garrycastle have it 50 metres out from goal. We're in the last 7. A terrible pass in again. No Garrycastle man player watching it. Sheeran is there. There'll be a free, but at the other end of the field, John Heslan is stretched up at the goal mouth. He clashed in with Sean Brennan, and is the referee going back to see the well-being of John Heslan? We'll just have to wait and see, Gerry.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I thought he was going to slap that ball in. Sean Brennan did well. Made a name for himself with the 45, but his primary job is saving goals, and he did well there. 2 subs came on for Garrycastle at half-time in extra time. Just to point out, Doran Hart has gone off, and Andrew Monaghan, and they've been replaced by Adam Kennedy, and Tom O'Halloran is back in the fray.
Huge defending, TJ Cox. Going back to cover up. Huge defending, I have to say, by Ronan O'Toole. Dempsey has it. Dempsey going for it, trying to get it up. A lovely ball back to Ronan O'Toole again. We're waiting to see who's going to get this one. Is TJ Cox with it? Lovely ball from Cox right across into the centre. Chance on here for Dempsey. He sends it right across in that far side. A goal on maybe for the men from yes. Oh, brilliant save. Brilliant save. So we're waiting to see what's happening here. We're waiting to see, is it the referee? Well, here come Garrycastle. There's a lot of cheering, Gerry.
Yeah, Ken Casey went for the goal there when a point would probably have done, and the great veteran Paddy Dowdle has got a great ovation coming off, replaced by Conor O'Donoghue.
So John Heslin down again. He's up on the ground. It'll be a free in, and the free in. Garrycastle need a goal. I can't see what time's gone on the clock. There was a lot of stoppage time, Gerry, in this period of at that on time, but the sun is shining on the board, and the referee is just waiting for the free to be taken.
Yeah, 5.5 of the 10 gone there, Gerry. Very hard to read the scoreboard, as you say. And James Dolan has made a reappearance. Seems to be coming on for Conor Cosgrove.
Absolutely. Ken Dolan, he often was a match winner with a goal on several occasions. Today hasn't been his day. Here's the closed in free. The referee's going to throw the ball up because Ronan O'Toole was hovering and humming and wondering what he was going to do. So the referee going to throw it in. Who's going to win this one? And Garrycastle have it. Surely boos and exciting all round the place. Garrycastle need a goal. Is it in them? If it's put, it will be penalties. If the match was to go to extra time, there'll be no more extra time. But Jason Eugene has been turned over fairly and squarely, and there has been a foul committed on the St. Loman player. This mightn't be fairly or squarely. It looked to be pretty high, but the Loman player is up, and the referee's going over to have a word on the yellow card. So it looks like Loman are on their way to take the title. So tight, a titanic struggle between these two greats here. But here comes St. Loman. They're moving now at great pace again. This is huge pace to this game. There's 3 between them. A goal would level it. So Gardner with a free 45 metres out. They need a goal to draw level. Moving it inside, ball gone in, gone out and to the right and wide. Cheers on here now. The kick out will come. It looks like Loman. 115, 112. Ball breaking down, and this could be as good as this could be a goal from 5. Oh, brilliant save! Brilliant save again. John Brennan. 3 minutes left here. 2 extras. So it's a goal or nothing. A goal or nothing. St. Ryan is just after pulling the game out of the fire to win Duffley third 3 in a row from Coolderry. Hard looking Brian Carroll, one of the greats. And here comes the ball dropping into the square. Sheeran goes up, brings it down. Who has it? Is there a chance in front of goal? Ball moved in, moved out, picked at the ground. The man that gets it out is a Cavlin Riley. It'll be a free out. The tackle goes in. There's still a minute or two. There's drama. Can there be more drama here? We'll wait and see. We're in the dying minute of the game. It's a 3-point game here in the TEG Cusick Park. But in the descendancy are the men from St. Loman's. Here comes again Shane Dempsey. Dempsey will try the long one. Get it in. He's not. He's going to pump the ball in. Can it be cleared out? It's not. It's got in by Heslin. Heslin's been fouled. Takes the quick free. Moves it into the centre. Is it point number 4? It is. So the game is a contest as good as over. 116 to 112. The experienced John Heslin at the makings of that one again, Gerry.
Yeah, and Ken Casey tapping over what's surely the insurance point for St. Loman.
A 4-point game in the dramatic Westmeath Senior Football final. 116 to 112 has Garrycastle hadn't left in them. The game is at the mark in the far thought the final whistle was gone. The mark is made, it comes back out, and here comes St. Loman's again. With this one, it was a tough struggle, a tough game of football. And here they come now is the St. Loman's. They're finishing strong, the younger team on the day. They're moving with great fluency again into Casey, into Dempsey. He's turning. Lovely little bit of footwork by him. It's gone out over the line. Is it a 45 or is it wide? We'll have to wait wide. The keeper will take the kick out. The referee's calling for a 45. It's a 45, but the Loman's fans are just waiting to get onto the field. And certainly Gerry John Heslin in the first period of extra time. That's when this game was won.
Probably was, Gerry, yeah, and he's shown the experience there, even setting up Ken Casey for that score. And listen, the game's over now. It's only a matter of seconds left. Loman's have a 45, and I think it's Sam McCartan taking. It basically doesn't matter where he kicks it because the game is over, Gerry.
Absolutely. 116, 112. McCartan kicks it short. He's not going. He's tapping it in. Is it O'Toole? And the game is over. And St. Loman's have won 116 to 1 goals and 12. Just about deserved. But a huge performance, Gerry, from Garrycastle to bring it to extra time.
Absolutely. Thoroughly enjoyable game. I think Loman's worthy winners overall. But thoroughly enjoyable game. 2 terrific county finals. And I think at the end of it, there are worthy blue and white ribbons on the cup. Flanagan Cup, called after, of course, Loman's great servant Paddy Flanagan, first presented in 1963, and the first winning captain was a lovely man called Michael Conlon, who only died in recent week. There was a minute's silence for him before the draw and final. So fitting that, in memory of Michael Conlon, that John Heslin is going to again go up and receive the Flanagan Cup.
Absolutely. It's dramatic when a Westmeath Senior Football final is finished. At half time it was 1-7 to 2 points. At full time it was 1-10 apiece. And in the extra time, at full time, St. Loman's emerged winners, 116 to 1 goal and 12 points, in a dramatic game of football played in a sporting spirit, top quality football, with John Heslin, a real hero, in the first 10 minutes of added on time when he scored 3 points in the space of 5 minutes. So that's it for the moment from TEG Cusick Park. The sun is still bright on this cold November evening as the Loman's blue and white make the spectators out on the field. Great to see it. And hard luck to Garrycastle and players like Doran Hart. And of course Cathal Mannion, Conor Cosgrove, and of course James Dolan. Players are given such service to the club. Hard luck on them today. Fantastic game of football. So Loman's are Westmeath Senior Football champions. They will face Port Harlington in a couple of weeks' time in the Leinster Football Championship. For the moment, Will, back to you.